Hey guys, thanks for checking out my newest video right here. Today we're going to look at this awesome mentalism effect. It's so easy, anyone can do it. I just want to say thanks that you're watching this right now. Show your support, hit that like button. It really helps me out. So, let's start this effect. I'm just going to teach it to you right away. Let's get right into this. So to do this, the ending of this effect is basically you're going to predict a last card out of all these piles that we're eliminating. You're going to predict what the last card is. And to predict what this card is, you're going to use 2 cards. Alright? So to start the effect, you can have the pack shuffled up and whatnot. You can have the spectator shuffle it to add to the effect. So just mix it up nicely in there. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to turn the deck to yourself and be like, I need 2 key cards. You're not going to let the spectator see the cards. You're just going to do it to yourself. And you're going to pretend to go through the pack. But what you're actually doing is noting the bottom and the top card. Okay, so you go through and you note the bottom and the top card. Now, what you want to do for this is that, well, it's nice if the top and bottom card are different colors or different suits. So if that happens that they are the same suit, you could just go ahead and switch that bottom card. No biggie. So now that you've noted the bottom and the top card right here, what you're going to do is that you're going to get out your key cards. And the key cards will be the value of the top card plus the suit of the bottom card. That's your first key card. So the value of the top card is 9. And the suit of the bottom card is clubs. So what you're going to do is you're going to look for the 9 of clubs. And to the audience, you're going to be like, okay, so I'm looking for my first key card right now. Just bear with me. I know this is the most exciting part of the effect. You could just say something like that. And then you find the 9 of clubs and be like, okay, I found my first prediction card. You don't want to put too much attention on this effect because it really is the most... Sorry, you don't want to put too much attention on this part of the effect because it really is the most boring part of the effect. You just want to quickly get the cards and get out of this phase. So you get both prediction cards. The reason I chose the Jack of Clubs is now for the second card, I took the value of the bottom card plus the suit of the top card, so Jack of Hearts. So they're basically just the same cards, but the suits are swapped. Okay? So you put those 2 prediction cards aside, and you get the rest of the pack. You can perform a riffle shuffle in the hands. I taught this to you just before. You can check out that tutorial if you like. But just performing in the hands riffle shuffle if you like, keeping the top card intact along with the bottom card. So now what you do is you allow the spectator, keep these prediction cards aside, you allow the spectator to divide the pack into piles. Alright, so the spectator does that. And what you do is you're going to say we're going to play a bit of elimination, a little game with the cards. You're going to say that we're going to eliminate piles, piles, and piles, and, well, you could start by doing that right now. So you're going to have the spectator choose a pile to eliminate. You're going to alternate between turns. So you have the spectator choose a pile to eliminate. So you want to make sure you know where the top card is. So when the spectator cut the pack, the top card went here. So you want to note that the top card is in this pile and the bottom card's in this pile. So you let the spectator choose what pile to take away. Suppose they say this bottom pile right here. Okay, you say you eliminate that and you keep the top pile. Alright? If they eliminated this one, you would keep track of the bottom card. But since they eliminated the bottom pile, you want to keep track of this top card at all costs. Now you could divide the next part in 2 packs, again keeping track of that top card. And now the spectator chose what deck to eliminate the first time, you choose the second time. Now what you want to do is you want to keep this 9 of hearts in play for the whole entire effect. So what you naturally do is take out the pile without the 9 of hearts. You don't want to let the spectator know that you're taking a certain pile out. You want to kind of just make it seem like you're just taking any old pile, you're just kind of guessing. You don't want it to catch on, you don't want the spectator to catch on that you have a specific card in mind. Now, for this pile, you just have the spectator deal out these cards into, we'll just take the prediction cards off camera for now. You have the spectator deal these cards out, okay? Again, you want to keep track of that top card. So the first card I dealt down was the 9 of hearts. So it's going to be in this top left corner right here. Okay? So now that we have 5 piles, you could continue doing the same elimination. You have the spectator eliminate one of two piles. So what I usually do is, since I'm the magician, I'd be like, okay, now you have a choice. We're gonna keep on eliminating piles, so you get to choose between these two. So I put my hands over two piles that the key card is not in, okay? So remember, the key card is in this pile. This is a pile we want to keep. So as a magician, I'll be like, okay, choose one pile to eliminate. One of the piles I have my hands over. So suppose I choose this pile, get rid of it, you got 4. Now it's a spectator's turn, so suppose those are the spectator's hands. Suppose the spectator puts one hand over the key card pile. You naturally want to take out the pile that does not have the key card to keep the key card alive, alright? Now the magician puts his hands over two piles. I'll put my two hands over a pile that does not have the key card, since we want to keep the 9 of hearts alive. And now you're left with just one pile. Obviously you won't have the pile turned over, that was just for demonstration purposes. But now we have one pile of 3 cards that is not turned over. And now this is where you want to bring those key cards back into play. You want to sum the entire effect up. This is the key part of the effect. You want to be like, okay, so we went through cards. We went through a whole pack of cards. Alright, look, you could give a visual aid. Look at all these cards we went through. But we happen to stop at this one pile. Alright? And we're going to flip over this pile and reveal the final card. That's what you're going to say. But first, it's time to reveal the prediction cards. Now, you know that the card at the bottom of this pile is going to be the 9 of hearts. So you say this card is going to represent the value, and this card right here is going to represent the suit. So if we take the value and the suit, we get the 9 of hearts. And you announce that the card is going to be the 9 of hearts, and all you do is, boom, it's the 9 of hearts. Everyone's amazed. They're like, oh my god, how did that happen? Everyone's just going crazy, and that's the effect. You get the prediction card, works every time. You just gotta remember this order, that you always let the spectator choose first. Spectator first. You have the pile, you have the cards in 2, and you let the spectator go first. They lose a pile, and then you split that pile in 2. Then you go, and then one pile gets eliminated, and then you deal out this hand. And then you let the spectator go. And remember that you have to use your hands to cover 2 piles. You don't want it to be a free choice, or else they might pick the pile with the key card. So I hope you enjoyed this effect. It's been 8 minutes. It feels like I just started the video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to making more videos, and I hope you amaze people with this effect, because I already amazed 2 people. And they're always like, how did you do that? And it's an awesome feeling. Thanks for watching, guys.